What if I told you there was a way to keep all the physical joy of rolling dice while completely eliminating the math headaches that slow down your games? Even with simple dice mechanics like those I've recently seen in Learning Critical Role's new Daggerheart system, I was reminded of the joys of rolling and the pains of having to look over the table. And I was just constantly asking for a better solution. Look, we all know the magic of physical dice, that satisfying weight, the anticipation, the neurochemical rush when they hit the table. Games like Daggerheart have amazing mechanics with fear and hope dice, complex modifiers that we all love to have but hate to calculate. And if you're a homebrew like me, well, shadow rolls are just a great way of having players roll but not see the results. The tactile experience is an incredible part of all of this. But when you're stuck doing mental gymnastics every single roll, we just get stuck. Digital dice rollers can solve this math problems, sure, but they rob us of the primal pleasure of actually throwing something. So, I built upon an idea that I've had for way too long. An RFID-enabled system where your dice communicate with your rolling pad. These aren't your average grandparents' dice. They can be completely customizable. Since you don't need the physical markings, this is where the magic can actually come through. When the dice hit the pad, it instantly recognizes the dice you have rolled and applies any rule system that you've selected. I simply select and roll my custom dice, and the special rolling pad reads it instantly via the RFID tags embedded in that dice. Through the web application, it will immediately calculate the results, and if you want, display it there or pass it on to your favorite VTT. When want Daggerheart's fear and hope mechanics? Well, you just program it into the app. You will select the dice you want each dice to be, and you can start rolling. If you need a shadow roll, simply select the dice and mark it as a shadow dice and select who can see those results. Or if you have complex damage calculations with multiple dice types, well, you can just handle that by simply rolling the dice. The dice themselves can be completely unique, so you can actually have any shape you want, so long as the RFID tag can fit inside. So why now? I've been working on the idea for a long time, and tabletop gaming market is exploding right now, although there are some very interesting parts in the market. With tabletop RPGs, like new ones coming out and the industry just absolutely going nuts. But every time we've got these big companies that actually just try and extract money from gamers like you and me. So I envisage a way of us integrating with tabletops, making it more open, making it more collaborative and creative, and building this in a manner that engages the community, because we all know the restrictive actions like removing the OGL, for example, and what that can do to a community. But this is where I need your help. I'm looking for this to become a really big community thing where you can create, contribute, and design yourself. So, within that, how do we actually get there? I've got prototype working. I've got a functional web application that's running. It needs a lot of work. And I'm looking for people to actually jump in with the idea. But the electronics and for even basic testing of dice actually cost money. And the web application, well, I have to host it. We've got development tools. We've got community platforms. It all adds up. I'm not asking for your money now. I'm asking, is this actually something you would actually use? Would it be something that you would bring to your tabletop experiences? And you can comment below if you think that is the case. But a big part of building this is actually building community. So I need your help in sharing this with friends. Share it with your game group. Share it around and say, hey, this could be a cool idea. And if you want to join in, well, come. Let us reach out. Let me know. Also, follow us here. I'm going to be sharing more of what I'm actually working on through the channel in upcoming videos, and it holds me accountable as well. I want this to be an engaging experience, and this is the start of the conversation around tactile gaming technology. So, the dice want to be thrown. Let's make sure the math doesn't slow down the story and we can enjoy it all together. Thanks.